All right, now we're getting down to business. Now we're going to go and actually pursue and get the feel of how it is to be in public and express yourself freely or doing what you want and approaching strangers and inviting them to interactions. But just eye contact or smiles, just communication with strangers. And this is scary for a lot of people, and that's why we're going to take it step by step. Our goal is to actually finish this beast off, and once you're in it, congratulations, you have completed and done something that a lot of people, even without social anxiety, without the diagnosis, wouldn't do. They wouldn't do these kinds of things. And that's because you are interested in developing, because you feel like you've had a lack of this in your life, and that's why you want to pursue growth in it. And luckily for you, since you're going to pursue growth in that area, you're going to come across exercises like this and situations where you're like forced to put yourself out of your comfort zone. And that's what a lot of people don't do who have never struggled or been aware of their social anxiety struggles. My journey was to just do it and kind of force myself out there. And I'm happy that that happened. But I remember that I was always worried about the next. Oh yeah, so this was really great and I celebrate that. I approached a stranger today. But then I didn't look forward to the next time I felt forced to do it. So I've changed the philosophy a little over the years, and that's something that I wanted to direct other people, my students. I wanted to direct them into a more inspiring environment and not a forceful one based in fear, where I'm just whipping people. We're not going to do that. We're going to take it step by step and develop gradually. Just like that's why I started so nicely with just talking about curiosity and visualization, because that's something you can do on your own. So this section of the program has groups of activities that are ranged in difficulty level or social pressure, different levels of social pressure. And you might have a different opinion. Maybe you, for instance, think saying hello to somebody is less scary than buying something in a store. I've set an official order of these activities. For example, in the beginners or the first section, there's buy something in a store. I've seen that on forums that people, and I remember when I was younger, I got very nervous, memorized the words I was going to say to the people behind the desk. But I've put it first on the list as like the least scariest thing to do. And maybe you think this is very scary. If you do that, then it'll just be a new challenge. So in the first group, I have buy something in a store, eye contact with a stranger, and ask for the time. Ask a stranger for the time. In the second category, in the second group, there's smiling to people and saying hello to people. In the more advanced one, I've called it social anxiety break point. If you can do this by yourself, you're at a very good level. And that includes complimenting people and starting conversations. And if it's a girl, ask her out, or if it's someone you're got the hots for. And then there's acts of kindness further on, and then embarrassment challenges. And I've listed a few embarrassing activities that you can do, some pranks, some things that I've done that you can see me do on my channel actually. Yeah, so the point here is to gradually increase the difficulty or the social pressure amount. Your brain will get used to this. In order for this to be expedient enough, you just need a paper and a pen, and I'll show that to you, okay, how to do that. But this process will make it easier to complete these challenges. Originally, I used to approach girls, but I know that not all of you are interested in approaching girls, and even if you're interested, maybe that's at a higher level than you feel like you're ready for. So maybe that could be asking a girl or someone for the time, what the time is, and then you can just integrate the Kaizen method in that. So you just pick an activity or a group where you feel like this is going to be a challenge. It's not completely comfortable, but it's not out of the question. And you go through those activities, and you don't have to do it. You're never forced to do anything. I will never demand you to do anything, really. As long as you use the awareness and notice and write down how many you're missing that day, when you felt like it, how many times you didn't dare to do it, and how many times you dared to do it. And it could be a 0, it could be maybe you did no one that day, but at least you write it down. If you have some time during the end of the days where you're sitting with the paper, and also while you're doing the exercises, think about why you didn't dare to do it. I think that man would just judge me for being young or for wearing my hat. It looked like he was angry. She was too beautiful for me. And then give yourself options. Give yourself options that there could be many reasons. The point here is to give you options so that there's no one true belief, one true fault.